championship bout. He enters the ring wearing green trunks with red and white trim, hailing from Rohnert Park, California, as he represents the Sonoma County Martial Arts Center. His weight this evening is already 134 1/2 pounds. His fine record, 18 victories, only 2 defeats, with 8 wins by way of knockout. He's currently the MKA North American lightweight champion, and they call him the Ghost Warrior, Juan Torres.
And Blinky, make no mistake about it, Juan Torres is going to give Lawrence Miera quite a fight tonight. One reason Miera is coming up in weight, while Juan Torres is coming back down after losing a super lightweight championship fight to Peter Cunningham, and I think for Juan Torres, this is the weight he has to fight at.
Well, this is the weight that Juan Torres is his most comfortable at. He's strongest at this weight, and therefore that was just going to add to his credibility as a fighter at this weight division. Already both fighters have showed a variety of technique, from going low to the legs, coming up to the head of left arm kick. They both also displayed spinning back kicks to the body.
Sigue trabajando, Miera.
Watch the knee.
There's a spinning back kick by Torres. It doesn't land.
Take the flags out.
Keep in mind, these are 2-minute rounds in kickboxing.
Chris, baby, Chris.
Both fighters going down low to the legs, Phil. What they're trying to do is take the mobility away from one another by going to each other's legs like that.
That's a good point, Blinky. Boy, when you go to the legs and you connect there to the shins and the calves, it really saps your strength and your agility early on.
It's the same effect as going to the body. The boxer would go to the body to slow a fighter down. The same effect. Good right leg of the head there by Lawrence Miera, but he slipped there.
Seconds remaining now in round 1.
Oh, nice spinning back kick right up in the round by Torres. There's Miera when he fell off balance. What he did was threw a right leg kick and then a left roundhouse.
I don't think there's any question, Blinky, but that spinning back fist by Juan Torres, unquestionably the most potent punch landed by either fighter, and it came with just a second left in that opening round.
Yeah, I've seen Juan Torres fight many times, and that's a money move of his. I would consider that money move because normally when he throws it, he lands it.
Well, the first 2 minutes of this world lightweight title fight, Juan Torres appears to be the more agile of the two.
Well, he definitely looks to be the looser of the two. He's coming in,
located at 1914 South Anaheim Boulevard. This is for their generous hospitality, taking all the fighters and personnel feel right at home with their steps.
There's Lawrence Miera. Keep in mind, he has added a few pounds to take on this fight. He holds the bantamweight championship belt as well as the featherweight belt that he won from Rod Key. He beat him in an 11-round decision. Boy, it was a great fight, and Blinky, you and I both saw that fight, but whether or not he's got the stamina and the agility to take on and defeat Juan Torres in this fight tonight, we'll just have to wait to see. Round 2 of this 11-round WKA World Lightweight title fight.
Good right hand. There's a right hand, left roundhouse kick. He comes right back with a stiff jab, turns around, comes back with another right hand. He's a very, very type of explosive type of fighter.
Miera caught a kick right in the groin. The referee moves in, asks him if he's all right. He can take a minute or two. Miera says, let's get it on right now.
I don't know if Miera's totally recuperated from that right hand. You know, he took it flush on the chin and went down and got up, looked like he was a little shaky.
Miera, very little movement here in this fight. Halfway through round 2.
I noticed that Juan Torres, what he's doing, he's applying an extreme amount of pressure on him. He hasn't hurt. It looks like he's trying to finish him. It looks like to me.
Tries the leg sweep and can't do it. Now the official wants to say something to Torres. He's warning him about kicking him behind the knee, and that is a no-no in kickboxing.
Yes, it is. Actually, it's right on. You can kick to the calf or to the side. If you want to stay away from the joint area, that will cripple the fighter.
Good uppercut by Torres.
See the way he puts some combinations together, Phil. Jab right cross, left leg up high. Comes right back with the 30-foot. I think surprising Lawrence Miera.
Torres, good overhand right again. Spinning back kick follows it with another. Torres, the aggressor since the outset.
Yeah, he is, and he seems to be finding his mark both with his hands and his legs tonight, so he's very right on his game.
Lawrence Miera, after 2 rounds, appears very, very tired, while Torres, virtually everything he's throwing with his right hand is landing. Why?
Because for the simple matter is that Lawrence Miera has a left hand down low, so what Juan Torres is doing is coming right up over the top, and he's staying right on Lawrence Miera. He's not giving him much room to breathe when he's coming in with his attack.
You see Mel Chavez talking to his 2-time world champion. What must he be telling him now, Blinky? What would you be saying to Lawrence?
I would be telling Lawrence to give him more angles, pick up your hands a little higher, and give him some lateral movement. Don't be coming at him in such a straight line. You have here, Juan Torres is coming at you from everywhere. So you can't be just a target that is standing still.
Round 3 from the Celebrity Theater in Anaheim, California. It is Torres in the green, Lawrence Miera in red. This for the WKA World Lightweight Championship.
And Lawrence Miera is trying to come out and get a little busier now. His poor right leg came back to the left hook there.
But as you mentioned, Blinky, he is still standing directly in front of Torres.
Yes, he is. And he's going to have to either move laterally or give him a little bit of movement, feint him out of position. That way Torres will have to wonder whether he's coming or not.
That's it.
Right there again. He's still eating right hand. He's going to have to be able to make the adjustment. There's a long ways to go in this fight. He's going to have to make that adjustment.
Blinky, you mentioned at the outset that Miera slips, that you thought Torres was going to have to stick and move, get in, deliver, and get out in a hurry, and he's doing it effectively.
That's what he's doing. Right there, he just shot a side kick up to the head. What Juan Torres is doing real effective is that he's mixing up all his technique. He's going to the legs, he's going to the body, and he's going to the head. With his legs, then he's coming right back over the top of the head. There you see him throw a right hand, and he throws a spinning back kick right behind him. He has that kind of agility, bro.
Applauding, just firing one after the other. Torres, a very, very busy fighter here through 3 rounds.
And you have to remember, Phil, Lawrence Miera coming up from the bantamweight division, winning the featherweight title, now moving up to the lightweight title. One of the things that Juan Torres told him before the fight was that Lawrence Miera was making a mistake coming up to the lightweight division.
There's a defensive side kick to the stomach, and down goes Miera. Set to go. This is round 4, and thus far it has been Lawrence Miera, the 2-time world champion, who has been treated rather rudely thus far.
Well, Phil, the reason for that being that Miera is a true bantamweight, won the featherweight title, moved up here to the big 135-pounders now, and he's used to being the one that's dictating the fight. He's usually the one that's bossing people around in the ring. And here you have Juan Torres, a legitimate 135-pounder that just seems to be
Torres in the green. I have to believe he has won every round thus far. He is the WKA North American lightweight champion, so he certainly has credentials as well.
Yes, he does, Phil. The one fight he did lose was against Peter Sugarfoot Cunningham, who is the undefeated super lightweight champion of the world, and he won 11 rounds with Peter Cunningham.
And that was at 142 pounds.
Yes, it was. So he definitely has, all the makings of a world champion here for this fight. I'm noticing something also about Juan Torres, Phil, is that he's starting to come up high with the right leg. There he did it again. He did it with a roundhouse kick, and now he came back with a front ball kick with the right leg, right to the face. He's really mixing up his arsenal. There's the spinning back kick now.
And Miera tries it. His does not land. It is Torres who is getting off first every time. Miera trying to fight on the inside, and I don't think that's where he wants to be, Blinky.
Well, I'll tell you, are there any other conditions, or I should say any other weight division, that's where he belongs. He's real strong in the feathers and in the bantamweight division with an inside body attack coming up to the head. But for this particular fight, I don't think it's wise, Phil.
Lawrence Miera, two-time world champion, going for a third belt tonight. He is in the red. That is Juan Torres in the green as we come to the end of round 4.
You got Juan Torres, 3-shot combination, right hand of the body, left hand of the body, left hook to the head, and pulls right back out with a front paw kick, going right up to the face.
And look at that straight front kick, right to the chin of Lawrence Miera.
Showed that experience. He knew right where he was. He threw the kick and fell right back on the ropes.
He has so much talent, not showing him. He's strong, but he's stronger than that. You got him hurt every time. He's getting hit him. His body's weak.
That is Herb Cody, Juan Torres' corner man. Torres trains up in the Lake Tahoe area. Well, that's not bad geography.
Definitely to train in the right altitude to come down here to the sea level and perform, that's for sure.
Miera, ever since he entered the ring, has simply not looked sharp. Not the Lawrence Miera we're used to seeing. But again, keep in mind, he has added 5 or 6 pounds for this fight. And Blinky, I'm sure you would try that in your career a few times. Not just to sap a young fighter's strength, particularly if he does not have the physical strength to carry that extra weight.
There's no question about it. And not only does it sap you, but it'll make you stale. It'll make you sluggish as you're carrying the extra weight around.
Good spinning back kick delivered from the toes of Juan Torres.
But I'll tell you, you can sure see the heart of the champion in Lawrence Miera. He's taking some shots tonight, both with the legs and the hands, and he's still pressing forward.
Fight out, guys, fight out.
How low Miera carries that left hand.
He paid for it right there, too, because he threw a left arm kick, and Juan Torres came right back with a stiff jab right over him.
Pressure, Juan! Pressure!
Action in round 5 of this WKA World Lightweight Titles bout. 11 rounds of World Championship Kickboxing. Miera got his gloves tangled up in that top rope, and the referee gave him a moment to get the glove back inside the rope.
Tell you what, this sure is a very busy fight. Both fighters are just letting them gloves go.
Look at the purpose behind the punches of Torres. There's certainly a difference. Torres seems to pop his punches out, where Miera just seems to be throwing them out, almost Blinky in slow motion, if you will.
Well, like you said earlier, this is not the Lawrence Miera that we have seen in the past, because his punches just aren't sharp tonight.
5 rounds are in the book, and thus far, Blinky, if you're scoring this fight, you give all 5 rounds to Torres?
I'm afraid I'd have to do that. Here you see Lawrence Miera step up with a left arm kick and eat a stiff jab. Got Juan Torres right here. He turned southpaw, and as he was throwing the kick, Lawrence Miera was able to connect the right cross. Yeah, I'd have to say that I have Juan Torres leading in this bout. He's just the more accurate of the two. He seems to be dominating the fight.
Now there is the Dragon, Lawrence Miera. 24 victories, only 2 losses. 18 of those 24 victories have been by a knockout. And we are set to go now for round 6.